extra time.
What is the mindset for a batting group which suffered a capitulation? And how can they bounce back, you think? I'm obviously talking about India, and especially without their leader amongst them. What do you think is the mindset for that group to come back?
Well, I think it's important to keep moving forward. Look at yourself individually, what you could have done better, which I think is important after any game, whether you bat well or you don't. You reflect and you see what you can do in the next game or the rest of the games for the series to have an impact. So, look, I think the other day we just saw some pretty incredible fast bowling. As I said earlier, it's probably the best I've seen our boys bowl collectively for about 5 years. I think just the lengths they were hitting were just impeccable, and there were some pretty good balls in there. So, sometimes that happens. You get a good ball and you nick it, and you got to let it go and move on and try and keep yourself in a positive mindset.
I just wanted to know, players in your team and coaches and commentators have talked about since the game finished, like opening up scars with India from that sort of second innings performance. As a player, what do they mean by that? What sort of is weighing on India's mind going into the next game? And is it actually a big deal? Can it affect the way that they play?
Maybe. Again, every individual is different, the way they take their dismissals, how they think about the game after it's finished. So, look, I thought our bowlers bowled exceptionally well on that last day. I think, I've played a lot of cricket with all three of those fast bowlers, and I reckon the length they bowled consistently was as good as I've seen. I think they challenged the top of the stumps, made the batsman play off the front foot, and got the rewards. It was nice to be on the right side of one of those days where everything just, everything good just happens. I don't think we beat the bat. They nicked everything, and it was one of those days. So we've been on the other side of that a few times. So it was nice to be on the right side.
You talked about opening up scars also. So how do you plan for a test match like that? Where do you draw a line in the approach that you don't get ahead of yourself while you talk about opening up the scars of your opposition in such a situation?
For us, it's just about doing the things we know we need to do well. And again, I thought, as I said, our bowlers just bowled impeccable lengths, and if they replicate that day in, day out, they're going to continue to get lots of rewards. So not thinking too much about India and how they're going to come back. It's about just executing what we need to do out in the middle and doing it to the best of our ability.
With both Virat and Shami out of this test match, so would you say that this is a perfect opportunity for Australia to go 2-0 up in the series?
Well, look, they've obviously lost some experience there and some quality players. So, we'll take a lot of confidence out of the way we played in the end and keep moving forward. We all love getting up for a Boxing Day test match. It's huge for us in Australia. We love playing them. So we're excited about getting out there again and playing some more cricket, and hopefully we can, replicate a few of the things we did well in the last test match and improve on a few that we feel we need to work on. So, we'll see how we go. But we're just looking forward to playing another Boxing Day test match.
Just your thoughts on the Indian bowling attack with now Shami also ruled out of the series?
Yeah, I still think they've got some quality bowlers here. I think Saini or Siraj, if they go down that route, I think they're two quality bowlers that that can have some good test careers. Obviously missing Ishant as well, which is a big loss for them in experience manner, but still some quality bowlers there, that's for sure.
See, you've had so many battles against Ashwin over the years in India and in Australia. And he's also a kind of bowler who is always experimenting, trying different things. So just a word on that battle and, just about facing him in Australian conditions.
Yeah, I think obviously playing in Australia to playing in India is completely different. The ball probably doesn't spin as regularly as it does in India. So look, he's a good bowler. He's he's played a lot of cricket now. He's a world-class performer, and unfortunately he got the better of me the other day. But I'll hopefully learn something from that, move forward, and play him a little bit better in the next game.
Saw the interview the other day that you had with Virat and the sit down you had with him. I'm just wondering if after the game you had any exchanges with him or any words.
No, I just fist pumped him at the end and said, "Mate, safe travels. Hope everything goes well with the baby, and pass on my best to your wife," I think I said. So that was about it. But yeah, look, he obviously, it's a big loss for him and for India, not having him for the rest of the series. You just have to look at the way he played in the first innings. That was a pretty class display against some good bowling on a wicket that was doing a bit. So, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's, credit to him for being able to stand up and want to go home and be there for the birth of his first child. I think it's a milestone that you certainly wouldn't want to miss. And I'm sure there would have been a lot of pressure for him to stay, but to stand up and want to go home for that, I think credit to him.
And can I just ask about the back issue you experienced leading into the test match? Did it cause you any issues during the match? And was there ever any fears that, when you did it, that you might be in doubt for the match?
Well, initially when I did it, I did have some fears, but I've had a few back issues in the past, and they're generally 2 or 3 day things where I just do lots of physio, get myself into extension. So generally when I do it, I'm in flexion. I struggle to get into extension. So it's just about getting someone, the physio, to push on my back and get in extension and try and get that range back. It's still a bit stiff, but it didn't sort of hamper me too much throughout the game. It was all good. So yeah, it's just something I need to manage whenever it goes. I probably haven't had an episode since 2014, I don't think it was. So hopefully they can, continue to be 6 years apart if they come.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.